You were heavily recruited. I remember we went to team camp in Tallahassee, Florida. And
Hmm.
at the time, Florida State was recruiting you.
Hmm.
And I kind of thought they were going to be number one. So at what point did you decide you wanted to play at LSU, and what was the main factor of you going to LSU?
Um, I I honestly always wanted to go to LSU. Their program was just, cream of the crop. And they had Sylvia Fowles, Ashley Thomas, they had guard play. And I just always saw myself competing on that level. But unfortunately, my junior year, they had a coach to step down and that took a hit in recruiting. So, of course, I had to go back and see what my other options were. And I just fell in love with Florida State. We had been there every summer. During teen camp, and I got to know the coaches. One of my good friends, Courtney Ward, was
Hmm.
there. So I've already had that relationship with her. I love playing with her too. So I was like, okay, well, let me try this option. So I actually verbally committed to Florida State
Mm.
around October. But then LSU coach Travis Mays gave me a call out of the blue. I had already, getting ready to do all my visits and stuff like that. And he wanted me to come for a visit. And at that moment, I just fell in love with it. The culture there, their team, their facilities, the atmosphere, the people, the food. I just love Louisiana. So as soon as I got in the car ready to go home, I was like, I want to come here. I'm ready to sign the papers.
So after you left LSU, you played overseas in Portugal. How was that experience for you, and what made you decide to just hang it up for good?
I love the culture there. I wanted to have that experience, just to see what it was like. While I was still young and I didn't have any injuries, I still wanted to kind of spread my wings a little bit and fly just to see because I've never traveled overseas before at that point. So I was very interested in seeing what my teammates were like, and I was just really excited to be over there. I think that when I got back home, I was just burned out. We were playing all summer, training. I didn't have a break to do anything. So it was at that point I was like, I'm ready to move forward with my life. I think I gave basketball everything that I could give it. And I was slowly kind of just losing my fire with it. You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
would wake up and I was like, I cannot, I didn't want to go to practice. Um, and if you know that being an American player overseas, they require you to practice twice a day. You have to stay in contact. You're traveling. I was homesick. And I was just like, I'm ready to be a normal person.
Hmm.